Hey, what is up, Antoine Nation? It's me, G.SKILL, the first High Priest of AZZA, and today I'm bringing some information finally about FateX Destiny role-playing forum. Things have been extremely quiet here because I've been focusing on the fanfic mini-series that's been going. I shouldn't even call it a mini-series, but the fanfiction series that's been going. And now that I have one of my good friends back, it's a little easier to run this and focus on the YouTube counterpart, which is kind of, you know, the origin of it all. What I'm going to be doing is a guide series of guide videos talking about the forum. So this is both for people who are interested in the forum, current members, and then for you guys right here on YouTube if you want to come over and write and, you know, try out a different side of the internet. Go right ahead. I currently play Sun Gohan here. So in the comment section I will answer to pretty much anything: Gohan, Sano, Sid, Ryuji, whatever, it does not matter. It just might be a little confusing since, you know, one of our workers on the series is Obito X Gohan, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, the first thing I want to talk about for this guide is character selection. Okay, because FateX Destiny is essentially a multiverse. However, it's all centered around Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! So how this works is essentially, okay, we're going to go to your new application section, right? You go here, alright? First thing you want to do is click on the join form. Okay, from the join form, it's going to tell you what you need to do. The most important thing to do is to go read the rules. This form right here is your best friend. It has everything. We even made a section where we have glossaries and terms. So this is relates to just terms in character, explaining what they are, like Reishi, how that plays into it, spirit energy, ki, demon energy, and all that stuff. So this is important. This will be expanded as the, you know, site grows and we do more events and things like that. But yeah, this is like your best friend, that section here. And also, you go back into rules and information, you have your races page. Races page are these basically the options that you have when making a character or joining as a character. So you want to take a peek at these. This might be expanding as the RPG goes. I can't really give you guys a definite, because what I try to do when me and Dana, or Logic Zombie, or Raging X, or whatever you know him by, when we were working on the forum, we thought that these races would cover most everything for almost any series, in the event that we added more, such as Naruto, which is kind of one thing that we want to add, but we weren't really sure how to fit it, because of things like Kekkei, Dojutsu, and just the way that it works. So we did not put in Ninja in that respect. So yeah, there is that. Now, one thing that we get a lot of questions about is custom characters. How do they work? Because we do advertise ourselves as mostly a multiverse RPG. So what if I want to be Zoro? Or what if I want to be some Naruto-esque character? Or, you know, Neo? Or any character that's not from those anime verses? Well, we have a pretty easy way of doing it. All you need to do is pick what character you want, okay? So for the sake of argument, because I was talking to someone in the C-box about it, or the chat box, I said you could make, in theory, you could make Thanos if you wanted, who's god tier in terms of Marvel. You could make him. I'm not going to tell you no, but you need to make him fit within a Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and there's one I'm forgetting, Yu Yu Hakusho type universe. That goes for any character, whether you make a Ben 10 character, a Darth Vader, whatever. As long as you can make them fit and are comfortable with adapting the character to fit that universe, I'm cool with it. It's fine. And what I'll do when I'm considering what universes to add, I will talk to you guys about it and see if there's enough interest for certain universes to be introduced directly, meaning that you can pick canons from those universes. So even if you use a face claim of Luffy, and if, let's say, everybody's using One Piece face claims, I'm not going to add the One Piece canons. I might just say all canons are restricted, but here are the One Piece elements that affect our world. Stuff like we did with Yu-Gi-Oh! All the Yu-Gi-Oh! Canons are restricted for various reasons, but you could still make a custom that does stuff with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, for example, my Gohan, okay, this is post some other crazy arc that I won't go into now. It works at a high school and is the advisor of the Duel Monsters Club. So you can do stuff like that. I mean, heck, you could make it so that your canon knows, like, you know, Soul Reapers and stuff like that. So it's still extremely versatile. We still have it to where you can kind of do mostly anything. You just have to put a little more thought into it, I guess is the word I'll use. But going back to Thanos, okay? So let's say I want to make Thanos, alright? So the first thing I'll do is come over to races. What race do I personally think works best for Thanos? You have androids, which is like Android 17, Cyborg, stuff like that. Bio-androids basically Cell, and then any type of creatures you want to make. Changelings is Frieza's race. Demons is, okay, that's Boo, Deborah, and pretty much any demon such as Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, and Hollows as well. That Hollows are a subclass of demon. Humanoids are just that, they're humans. That's really the only introduction you need. Hybrids are a mix of any of these races. Any three of these races can be combined to create a hybrid. Then you have Namekians, which really is pretty obvious. Piccolo, stuff like Nail, stuff like that. Dende. Saiyans, I mean, do we really need to introduce Super Saiyans? I mean, Saiyans. Soul Reapers, okay, that's like Bleach characters, okay? So, if I'm trying to make Thanos, me personally, I would probably go with a demon. Now, I know in terms of Marvel status, he's not a demon, but that's what I would probably pick, alright? So, go in here, and at this point, you look at the benefits of a demon, okay? Realm phasing lets you go to hell. Energy sense lets you sense energy, and then you can pick an element to be resistant to. It gives you a breakdown of what demons are like, and then these are your transformations that are here and the requirements, okay? So if I'm trying to make a Thanos type character, I'd probably make him a demon-esque character, probably. Some of you may have other ideas, but as long as you run them by the staff, and we can and I am more than willing to help you create almost any character that you have in mind, and make it fit the verse, okay? So you could have Thanos, who's still like a Titan, as he's known in Marvel, if I have my terminology correctly. You can still make him a Titan-type character among demons, okay? He has some type of reputation among the demon crew and amongst the people in Soul Society. So you could still make him come off as this OP god-tier character, but keep in mind, he starts with a power level of 5,000, just like everybody else, okay? So in terms of, you could make him have his own army, his own forces, that's fine. Okay, but keep in mind, when it comes time for PvP and events, we're going to be looking at your power level, and what that means is you got to do things realistically from your actual stats and power level. So if you're fighting someone who has 100k power level and you're only at 5,000, you're going to get wrecked in terms of power. That's just how it is. Now, when you're interacting with NPCs that aren't power level based, and like your own NPCs are doing stories with other people, that's fine. I mean, if you want to wreck them, that's fine, but that just means that they're probably below, they should be below your power scaling. But for the for purposes of story, it's okay to kind of write yourself as this god type entity. Just keep in mind, when it comes time to interact with other players, your character's gonna hit a wall and realize that they are not the most powerful thing in the universe. That's just kind of how it works. The same can be said for characters that are not god tier. And what I mean by that is, for example, somebody had asked me about, or I had said in the C-Box, if you wanted to make a Luffy, you can, in theory, because I don't think that I'm going to add One Piece to the verse, mainly because I don't know a lot about One Piece. I don't watch a lot of One Piece. It's not super familiar to me, so I would need people who are really familiar with it to kind of help me craft some type of system that adds One Piece on nicely, and not just throws it in there and F's up everything else. But in theory, if I wanted to go with Luffy, I could make a humanoid hybrid with a Namekian. Only reason I say Namekian is because Namekians have the stretchy ability, okay? So then Luffy can now stretch his arms, and voila. You know, you can make a Luffy-type character, use his image because you're a hybrid, so I can't really tell you can't look like that. Well, if you're a hybrid, who knows? Well, you could end up looking like the lizard, for all I care. So, yeah, when it comes to character selection, there is a lot of freedom. You just have to ask questions and look at the system and see what you can do that makes it fit. So the multiverse idea truly fits to, think of it like this, okay? If you want to, that character has to be able to fit into the Bleach, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, and Yu-Gi-Oh type scenarios, type world. And you can make a character, I personally think, pretty easily fitting those criteria. That's pretty much it. Eventually we're going to be adding more planets and do more to expand your options for characters, but when it comes time to pick a character, I personally think that it's pretty easy to come up with something unique and not have the issue of wanting to switch to the latest and greatest every month, because again, you're confined, I will use the word confined, to this setting that's different, yet at the same time it gives you so many different options, because you can do whatever you want within that field, within that setting. It's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like any other role-playing form that's like fantasy-based or whatever. As long as it fits in that verse, we're not going to have a problem. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. So it's just a guide to selecting a character and creating characters. If you have any questions, I would actually post them on the forum rather than the comment section below, unless, you know, you're I shouldn't use the word just, unless you're, you know, following me from YouTube, then fine, post in the comment section below. If you're interested in joining, please just hit me up, YouTube, Skype, whatever. All you guys have my contact information, and that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.